Nice. Nothing wrong with that. I get some credit for slowing down when I saw deep water.
That's right.
That's right. And rocks.
Yeah.
There you go, the man, the myth, the legend. Putting it on me, folks. Putting it on me, but I'll be a witness to this any day. What's up, folks? We are out here on Cedar Lake. Haven't been here for a while. My buddy Jerry came along. Remember Jerry? It's been a while. We haven't been to boat. We haven't been to boating together in too long.
Yeah.
So I got a little time this afternoon. I gave him a call, and he's like, "Heck yeah, let's do it." So the water's definitely high, heavily stained. Still kind of slimy. All right, guys, let's do the old water reading here. I got my spinner bait. Let's see how far down I can see it. About right there. So about 1.5 feet, maybe. Yeah, it's probably about 1.5 feet. It's promising. It's a lot clearer than it was in Kincaid the other day, that's for sure. Wind's blowing a little bit, full sun, high barometer, day after front. I know they've been biting over here the last couple days. Today's gonna be a little bit tougher, but our goal today is just to come out here and have a good time. Enjoy some of this early spring weather before it gets really hot and humid.
Social distancing.
Social distancing, guys. Social distancing. As long as Jerry doesn't have anything and I don't have anything, I think we're gonna be just fine.
Or anybody we know.
Or anybody we know, yeah. We got some gas on the way here, didn't go inside. We're trying to stay away from folks. So let's get some baits wet and try to catch some fish for you guys. There we go, we're on the board. The fish was in about 1 foot of water. Go, nice fat fish. Made a little spinnerbait change. Same kind of bite, just a little thick, huh?
Yep. They'll hold it.
They're holding it?
Yeah, they'll pick it and hold it. They don't swim off or nothing. That one, when we first started fishing, did swim off with it.
type of just slot fish, you know? Yeah. Well, good luck. You too.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bite. Got a runner.
Yeah. I'm just getting ready to say we'll put it right down here and come back through here with the flipping bait.
There we go. That's a good one. I don't know. First bite I had in a while. I was looking forward to seeing him.
All right, Jill, go ahead. Fatty, ain't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that. I get some credit for slowing down when I saw deep water.
That's right.
That's right. And rocks. There you go, the man, the myth, the legend. Putting it on me, folks. Putting it on me, but I'll be a witness to this any day.
Got a runner.
Runner. Good solid fish. Don't touch the carpet. Give it a penalty.
Oh, look at there, the bait fell out.
Big fella on it. Nice. I told you guys, it's a Jerry show today. I'm just along for the ride.
My guide.
Yep. 10-horse guide service.
10-horse Monty guide. There we go. Yeah, how long that one is.
Long and skinny, like this. Finally caught one. This sucker is skinny. Jerry's kicking my butt once again.
No.
That's why I only take him fishing like every 3 months. Might be a good winter bank too, actually. It's a boiler.
It's a big one.
Yeah, I'm liking that pickle, man. There's something about that pickle. Get a picture for me if you don't mind.
It's not in it.
It's not in it.
Back up. Okay. Look at that.
See how fast that fish is coming at me?
There you go.
Alright.
Oh, nice one.
Finally caught a good one. Right here at dark, man. What a way to go out. I think we found a nice little area that's holding some fish for sure. These are all just pre-spawn fish waiting to move up. But nothing wrong with that fish.
Nope. That's a good one.
A nice solid over. Nice Cedar Lake. We having fun. We are having fun. It feels good to get a bite. This man over here has been cleaning house. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. We're about out of time. Had a pretty good day. It was kind of tough, but we started catching some fish here towards the end of the day. Jerry was definitely on them. I was kind of struggling a little bit, but water temps are, we saw like 60, what do we see, 62 degrees in that one little pocket.
62.
Yeah, so 58 up to 62 and like a north pocket, you know, it's really shallow. Wind blew pretty heavy today, but fish are, they're thinking about moving up. You know, they'll move up on those cloudy days, windy days, like the days prior to today. People were catching them out here, and then they'll kind of back off, but it's getting close. Right?
No, I don't think so.
I need to remember this for Wednesday nighters too.
Yes. That'll do it. You acted like it. Then you catch it on my fish now.
I told you, do a pickle, baby. There we go, man. One more for the road, brothers.
Yep.
Finally caught Jerry on the overs. Well, he still got me by one, I think. I'll tell you a story, guys. He's throwing this little sneaky bait, and I got something that's almost the same. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but he finally gave me one. This one's peeing. He's about ready to go. Yep. She's starting to dilate a little bit. Anyway, another night's over, guys. It's going to do it. Hey, appreciate you guys coming along for this. Please subscribe if you have not. Share it on social media. And until next time, look at that. Nice Cedar Lake slaunch donkey. Not a slaunch donkey, but cousin of a slaunch donkey. So he gave me one of his baits, and yeah, I started catching them. So
The last one you get.
the last one. He's cutting me off, man. It's funny because that's the only excuse I had. So if it wasn't working, I was going to be down on myself, but turned into a nice, beautiful evening. Before I let you go, I want to do a little recap on this video and talk about the conditions and some of the adjustments we made. This was on a Sunday, and Friday and Saturday we had some light rain, overcast conditions, just warm temperatures in the 70s. Perfect day. And I know from some pictures and stuff and some people I talked to, they were biting really well on moving baits. There were lots of numbers and lots of nice fish caught on this particular body of water. So I kind of went in with that mindset. We had post-frontal conditions, bluebird skies. We did have some wind, and you know, it was post-frontal, but it wasn't bad. You know, in the spring we have a lot of ups and downs. Late winter, spring, there's always a battle going on for spring to come in. Old man winter doesn't want to let go. But this wasn't a severe cold front by any means, but it did create a little bit of a barometric pressure jump, and it slowed the fishing down just a little bit. So we started off the day throwing moving baits, and we caught a few fish here and there, but it just wasn't, it just didn't seem like we were missing something. You know, we bounced around and fished a lot of different places. So as we got further into the day, towards the afternoon, I guess a combination of two things could happen. The fish just decided to move up a little bit, but I don't think that's what it was. I think we just needed to slow down, which is what we did. I got a little sidetracked there. We slowed down and started pitching, and we were pitching soft plastics. And we started picking up some really good fish doing that, and we kind of figured that out. A lot of it was location, but I do think that it was slowing down because the fish had kind of slowed down a little bit. And they'll do that. They'll move up, and this time of year, and then they'll back off just a little bit, and then they'll move up because they're waiting for things to get right, and it's right there right now. But I want to talk to you just a little bit about the pitching setup that I go with. I got a 7'3". This is a Hawgz Custom Light, and it is the LCL MJR. So it's the jig rod. 7'3". It's a medium heavy power with fast action. This is a great rod, guys. It's the Magnum jig rod, you can see there. Great rod. I like 17 to 20 pound fluoro. Just a 4-aught. I like this flipping hook. I think this is a VMC flipping hook, but I like the one with the plastic keeper on there. It works a lot better than the mono. The mono seems to rip my baits up more, and it gets knocked off for some reason. So this thing's a lot more durable. It's a lot better hook in my opinion. As far as the reel, 7-to-1 gear ratio, 17 to 20 pound test, whatever you want. Fluorocarbon is what I go to. Now let's talk a little bit about what was going on out there on the water. So Jerry was kicking my butt, but this is what was tricky, and this is kind of what I was getting to. It just took me a while to get there, but sometimes these fish can be really, really finicky and want just the little subtlest thing. So I was flipping a beaver, Jerry was flipping a D-bomb, and he was catching way more fish than I was. We had the same line basically. I think he had a 5/16 ounce weight, I had a 3/8 ounce weight, but they weren't hitting it on the fall. You know, they were hitting it on the bottom. So I was really paying attention to how Jerry was working that, and he was bouncing it. So I started really focusing on, you know, doing exactly what he was doing, because I was missing something. And he was still picking up fish behind me. So it got to a point where it had to be the bait. So let me show you the differences in these baits real quick. Here is a beaver. Everybody knows what a beaver looks like. This is just a Reactions Innovations beaver. And this is the Missile Baits D-bomb. Now they are different. The D-bomb is a lot fatter. It's got a wider profile. It's got longer tails, you know, longer flippers on them. They're more thin, more wispy. This is more compact. It's got ridges, but I'd say this has got the ribs. So this is a bigger profile bait. And this also has the scent on it, whereas the Reaction Innovations beaver does not. This has got, I don't know what kind of scent they put in there, but it definitely has, it's a noticeable scent. It's really oily too. But they were hitting this, and they would not hit this. It drive me nuts. I mean, I caught a few fish, got a few bites, but they were definitely preferring this profile. We had real similar colors, so I'm not sure. I don't think it was the color. And I got to a point where I'm like, dude, Jared, give me one of them. And he gave me one, and I caught 2 really nice fish right after that. And I don't think he caught anything behind me. We ran out of time. But bottom line is, I think if I would have kept that beaver on and wouldn't have went to the D-bomb, I think I would have passed those fish up and Jerry would end up catching them. So little subtle things can make a big difference. You know, some days it doesn't matter. Some days it makes no difference at all. They'll hit something. It's all about the retrieve and putting it in their face, and they'll pick it up. But there are days when those little subtle differences can make a big difference, and that's what's nice about fishing with somebody else, having somebody in the boat that's experienced and they're trying something a little bit different. One of you guys is going to figure it out, and if it's that obvious, then you both need to go to the same things. So anyway, just wanted to share that tip with you guys. Get out there. It's spring. The fish are starting to move up and spawn. The bite is great. These next couple of weeks are just going to be phenomenal. So subscribe if you haven't. Share it. Until next time.
It's not in it. It's not in it. Back up.